Hello, welcome back. It's so good to see you. So today I'm going to be showing you what cookies I'm going to be making for Cookie Day and reading the recipes to you. So if you like them, maybe you can make them as well. Now, I've mentioned Cookie Day multiple times. It's a big deal in my family. We all get together, we make tons of Christmas cookies, we exchange them, but we also play games and win prizes and eat yummy food, that kind of thing. And I used to make the same cookies every year, but the recipe for this one specific cookie was like really intense and like difficult, so I was like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. So I usually make new cookies every year just to try them out. And so these are going to be the cookies that I'm going to be making this year. Now this first recipe, I did make these last year, but my husband really liked them, so I figured that I would make them again this year because they're so easy to make. So this first recipe is Cake Mix Red Velvet Crinkle Cookies. They're super easy and so delicious, and my husband absolutely loves red velvet cookies. And there's a little picture right here, and they just look like little crinkle cookies. It says, red velvet crinkle cookies are a fun cookie recipe that you can make in a pinch that still looks extra festive. So prep time is 10 minutes, cook time is 10 minutes, additional time 30 minutes. So total cooking time is 50 minutes. It talks about the calories, all that stuff. We're not going to look at that because who cares? Christmas cookie calories don't count. Okay, the ingredients. You're going to be needing 1 red velvet cake mix, 1/3 cup of oil or melted butter, 2 eggs, and powdered sugar for rolling the cookies in. So you don't really need very many ingredients for this recipe. Now the instructions. Number 1, in a medium mixing bowl, stir together the cake mix, oil, and eggs until a stiff dough forms. 2, chill the dough for 15 to 20 minutes until the dough is easy to handle. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Roll the dough into 1-inch balls and roll in powdered sugar. Bake for 9 to 11 minutes. Cool 2 minutes on cookie sheet before removing to a wire rack to cool completely. Number 4, they freeze well. These cookies are so simple and so easy and so delicious. Oh my gosh. And all these recipes I have to double. So we'll be using 2 cake mixes. But you have to double them because people are eating cookies throughout the day, but then they want to take cookies home, right? So you got to make a lot of cookies. Okay, the next one is a new recipe that I'm going to be making this year, and I'm quite excited about it. These are sweetened condensed milk snowballs, and if you look at the little image over here, they look like little snowballs. So cute. It says, prepared with only 5 ingredients, sweetened condensed milk snowballs are light and fluffy and only slightly sweet, so they're not too sweet. They look plain and drab, but they are quite delicious, very easy to make, and extremely budget-friendly too. They don't look plain and drab, they look like snowballs. That's cool. Okay, the ingredients: 1 cup of butter, softened, 1/2 cup of sweetened condensed milk, 2 cups all-purpose flour, 3 teaspoons baking powder and half a cup of confectioner's sugar. Now the instructions. Number 1. Add the softened butter to a mixing bowl and beat until light and creamy, about 3 minutes. Number 2. Next, pour the sweetened condensed milk and beat into the butter for 2 minutes. If adding an extract for flavoring, add it now. Ooh, like vanilla extract, I'd probably do that. But do not add more than 2 teaspoons. Number 3, scrape down the sides of the bowl and beat again for another minute or 2. Number 4, finally, add the flour and baking powder. Beat into the butter and milk mixture until mixed through. If adding anything like chocolate chips, cranberries, or chocolate candies, do so now, but do not add more than 1 cup. I don't think I would be adding any of that stuff because then they wouldn't look like snowballs. Number 5, using a cookie scoop, portion the dough into mounds onto a parchment paper lined baking sheet. Be sure to leave at least 2 inches between each mound of cookie dough. Number 6, bake for 12 minutes at 320 degrees Fahrenheit. That's interesting. That's quite low. Number 7, remove from the oven and leave the cool. I think that means leave them cool slightly on the pan for 5 minutes. Like leave them too cool. Slightly on the pan for 5 minutes. That's weird, that wording there. Number 8, finally remove from the baking sheet and transfer to a wire cooling rack. Use a sifter to liberally dust the cookies with the confectioner's sugar. Allow cookies to fully cool before storing. I mean, that sounds like a lot of steps, but it's really not. Okay, this next one, I picked this one out. It doesn't look very Christmassy, but they're cherries, and I absolutely love cherries. There's a little picture. They're like little chocolate cookies with cherries. These are double chocolate cherry cookies. These chocolate cherry cookies are a soft fudge cookie with a sweet maraschino cherry right in the center and then drizzled with a chocolate fudge sauce. Yum! Right? Yum. And there's quite a bit of ingredients in this one. We have half a cup of butter softened, half a cup of sugar, half a cup of brown sugar. So I know that when the ingredients have brown sugar in it, that cookie is going to be the best. 2 eggs, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 2/3 cup of cocoa, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 2 teaspoons cherry juice from the maraschino cherry jar, 30 to 36 jarred maraschino cherries, 1/4 cup semi-sweet chocolate chips, 2 tablespoons sweetened condensed milk, 1 tablespoon cherry juice from the maraschino cherry jar. I wonder why they have them separated like that. Okay, instructions. Number 1, you preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Number 2, you cream the butter and both sugars with a mixer. Add eggs one at a time and mix in. Number 3, combine flour, cocoa, salt, baking powder, and baking soda in a medium bowl. Add 1/2 cup mixture to butter mixture at a time, blending after each addition, just until combined, and scraping the side of the mixer bowl as needed. Add vanilla and 2 teaspoons of cherry juice and mix just until combined. Remove bowl from mixer and refrigerate for 30 minutes. Number 4, butter hands. I don't think I'll be buttering my hands. And roll dough into 1-inch balls. Place on a cookie sheet covered with parchment paper. Using a thumb, press a small indent in the center of each cookie and place a maraschino cherry in the hole. Number 5, bake for 10 minutes. Number 6, melt chocolate chips and sweet condensed milk on low. When melted, add 1 tablespoon of cherry juice. Drizzle over cooled cookies. Doesn't that sound delicious? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about that. Okay, and this last recipe is white chocolate candy cane cookies. Now the image printed weirdly, like these cookies don't look cute and they don't look exciting. I don't know why it did that. It made it look like just some brown kind of cookie. But there is candy canes in here and white chocolate chips. The other pictures looked good. I don't know why they chose this picture. But anyway, okay. So it says these white chocolate candy cane cookies are the perfect holiday chocolate chip cookie recipe. They're soft, chewy, filled with Christmas cheer, and are super pretty. See, they're super pretty, but this image doesn't show them as being super pretty. Let's see, prep time, 15 minutes, cook time, 10, total time, 45 minutes. My goodness. Okay, the ingredients: 1/2 cup of unsalted butter, softened, 1/2 cup of shortening. Oh, you don't normally see that. 1 cup white sugar, 3/4 cup brown sugar. There it is. That's how you know it's gonna be great. 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon peppermint extract, 2 large eggs, 3 cups all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 3/4 cup crushed candy canes. Yum. 1 cup white chocolate chips, plus more for dotting on the top. The instructions. Number 1, preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and line cookie sheets with parchment paper. Number 2, in a large bowl, beat together the butter, shortening, white sugar, and brown sugar until fluffy, about 2 minutes. Number 3, add the vanilla extract and peppermint extract. Then mix in the eggs one at a time. Number 4, turn the mixture down to a low speed and mix in the flour, baking soda, and salt. If the dough sticks to your fingers when you squeeze it between them, add in a little more flour, 1 tablespoon at a time. Number 5, mix in the crushed candy canes and white chocolate chips. Number 6, form the dough into balls about 1 to 1.5 tablespoons in size and place 2 inches apart on the lined cookie sheets. Number 7, bake for 8 to 10 minutes or until the tops look just set. Remove from the oven and place a few white chocolate chips on the top of each cookie. This is optional. Number 8, cool on the cookie sheet for 10 minutes, then continue cooling on a wire rack. Yum! Okay, so we have the white chocolate candy cane cookies, the double chocolate cherry cookies, the sweetened condensed milk snowballs. I don't even know which one is probably going to be my favorite. Oh, and the red velvet crinkle cookies. They all just sound so good. Like, I love candy canes and white chocolate. I love cherries. I love condensed milk. Like, if you add that to anything, it's just delicious. And I love red velvet crinkle cookies. I don't know which one I'm more excited about. Which one? Have you made any of these recipes? And which one would be your favorite? Let me know. Anyway, I really hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.